pick and dip being, it's ideally going to be a one motion movement when you're pressing your mortar out. You are pressing your mortar out towards the front of the brick, so theoretically you shouldn't be pressing too much mortar out the back, but you get this effect because you are pressing more mortar out the brick than you would on a traditional. You do get the effect of your joints, your squeeze out can drop off the back, and it can create the illusion of empty joints on the back of your brickwork. So you've got to be aware, and one thing that I like to do when using pick and dip on a cavity is I like to scrape my snots while they're wet up the back of my wall, make sure it's nice and full, and just take more precautions when laying with pick and dip, angling the spread away from the cavity side. I'm going to make a dedicated video when I'm next in a plot about mitigating snots in a cavity. But I've always been a bit old school when it comes to the cavity. It's fucking never going to be seen. As long as your tie wires haven't got mortar all over them, and the backs of you've attempted to scrape the back of your brick, I think that's adequate. There's going to be people all day long saying, "Oh, my cavities are fucking mint," etc., etc. No one's fucking bothered how fucking clean your cavity is. It's what you can produce that everyone's going to see that matters. You'll let these fucking arse lickers who will say, "Oh, my management love me because I have fucking spotless fucking cavities. I put the Hoover in my cavities." But at the end of the day, no one gives a fuck. You know what I mean? If if your brickwork looks good, and you fucking walk up to a site and it looks, and someone walks past your work and they say, "Oh, that looks neat," they're gonna want you there again, no matter if you've got fucking gleaming cavities or not. It's just a fucking bitching game that you get from bricklayers. "Oh, I got no pulls on my plot." And you're like, well, fucking congratulations. How much time did you lose cleaning your cavities? At the end of the day, we come to work on price. This applies to price workers or day workers, which I can't get my head around why people call people day workers or price workers. I'm not kidding you. I can't find day fucking work around where I live. If someone was going to give me £200 a day, which is my day work, every day for fucking 52 weeks a year, I'd fucking take it. But those fucking jobs don't exist. It fucking baffles me when someone says, "Oh, you're a day worker. Oh, you're happy with 200 quid a day." I said, I think fucking most bricklayers would be. And it's like I said, these fucking day work jobs are few and far between. They're not around every corner. And if they are advertised, your work has to be fucking immensely spot on to be applicable for this sort of day worker job. So anyway, like I was saying, it's just a fucking bitching game that bricklayers get, and at the end of the day, we come to work to earn money. If you're on price or day work, you're wanting to come to work to earn a wage, and we're not here to fucking be competing over who can have the best fucking cavities. I don't care how good your fucking cavities are or how fucking neat your work is. If you're not earning any money, you're not fucking fulfilling the goal of having your job. You're not earning any money laying bricks. What you're doing trying to earn a living laying bricks. It's fucking hard. So you want to be paid well for your work. You want to get plenty down. It's an hard fucking job, and you don't want to be fucking wasting your time. So anyway, I'm gonna try to stop swearing as much because I've had a few beers, a couple of beers, drinking Moretti. So as you can see, I ran those few course in. I'm just building a few little mini racks up the pillar. As you can see, obviously when I'm trying to use the mortar up, I was like on my last few buckets of mortar here. And we're getting pretty late on in the day. Although my name's After 8 Bricklay, it doesn't mean after 8 PM. It means after 8 AM, which today, I put the hours in today, actually. I got to work about 8:30, a little bit later than usual, and packed up about 5:30. As you can see, there's the sun shining down pretty low in the sky, actually. So I don't normally ever work very late. especially if my old man's with me. But on the solo days when the site starts getting a bit quiet and I'm just on a nice little job like this, nice little boundary wall or something, and I've got plenty of mortar left, I'll plod away for an extra hour or two. Because I've said this in previous videos, I've said it fucking time and time again, there's nothing worse than rushing. If you're rushing to try to get off early on a Friday, or to try to get off for 3:30 or 4:00 or whatever time you want to leave, you're artificially putting extra pressure on yourself, extra stress. You're actually not getting as much done, and you'll come to the end of the day and you'll feel fucking knackered. Like tonight, it's 11:00, I think, 11 I think, where I am, and I've done a good solid, let's call it 9:00 laying well, 10, so 9 well, 5:30, so let's call it 9 well 6, because 9 well 5 will be 8 hours. So I've done a solid 9 hours of laying. If you take away a solid 8.5 hours of laying, 9 hours of laying, taking away my snap, and and I feel pretty good, pretty energized. Fucking, having a couple of beers, got the energy to chat with our lass, etc., etc. Had a nice little takeaway tonight, and I'm not knackered. But if you're rushing, you're gonna feel fucking shattered. You're gonna feel absolutely shattered, and you'll probably get less done overall. So, as you can see, you're doing these little mini racks, as you can see, and I do this a lot of the time in winter. There's nothing worse with wet bricks trying to build a corner. Any bricklayer knows that fucking wet bricks and corners don't go well. So I tend to just do little mini corners and run in, get a bit of fat in and let the wind hit it, let it dry out, etc., etc. when you're in winter. So these mini racks are like my bread and butter when it comes to laying in winter with wet bricks. But as I've said before, it is summer in this video. It's end of April, beginning of May, and the bricks are dry. Every pack of bricks I've got's been bone dry. So, I'm trying to, limit my jointing. I actually got a slightly damp pack of bricks today, and we had a few little stints of, little mini blasts of rain. So these bricks held the moisture a lot nicer. So I was managed to, running a good 12 course of brick, pick and dip. And, the mortar wasn't going white or anything. It was keeping its, its moisture. So, worked out pretty well today. I literally sometimes, on some days it's give rain, like most days I don't even cover the bricks up. I just let the brick, and a lot of the time stick a little light hoodie on. And it's that warm outside, especially if it's getting to like 10, 15 degrees. It's that warm outside, the rain hardly touches you. It's dried by the time it's even hit you. So it's one of the things you got to think about in summer. Doing a few little mini racks as well. I've had a few guys ask what house builder I work for. As you can see, I'm on a Red Row site at the moment. I've got a Red Row vest. I've sort of wear Red Row vests all the way through. I did my apprenticeship with Red Row, and I like the houses are nice. Plenty of straight runs, nice standard size windows. Since they converted to having hip roofs on a lot of the houses, the panite's become a fucking pain in the arse. I've much preferred them having big cut-ups. They used to have some really nice big cut-ups on these Red Row houses years ago, but they converted to having hip roofs, so the panites became a bit of a pain in the arse. And then, obviously, you're losing a lot of work. This is why I can't ever get my head around why bricklayers don't like building cut-ups or top-outs, or whatever you want to call them. Especially if they have a fascia and soffit. A fascia and soffit, it's a doddle. It's basically a profile each side. You just hook your line on in between them, brick on and go. And I find I enjoyed building cut-ups. I've earned some good money building cut-ups as well. It's just not a lot of it's, especially if it's a spandrel panel cut-up, where it's just already there and you're just banging your ties in, which they used to use a lot of spandrel panels, or even a traditional block and brick cut-up. Fucking building a nice block cut-up's easy. Especially with these little circular saws we have these days, they're fucking easy peasy to build. Getting the angled cuts and running in with a set fascia and soffit, it's a doddle. And brickwork, solid brick, very rare you get you know key bricks and keystones in your cut ups anymore. I like doing them, and they're a lot easier than you know your corbel and oversailing cut ups. You know, they're a bit more awkward, but you know, I can't get round why people don't, you know, why bricklayers don't like doing them. It's obviously each to their own. You know, I'm a brickwork enthusiast. I love laying bricks. I'd much prefer to lay a brick than I would stone or block. I am a fan of stone in a way, but after building a plot, you know, having to cut the stone down around the windows and the window frames that didn't fit right, you know, I'd much prefer to lay bricks than stone. A lot less wear and tear on the body. I'd much prefer to lay fucking, you know, bricks than blocks. Blocks are a pain in the arse. They're heavy. You know, you're not getting as much, you know, with the price of bricks going up and up and up now, you know, a lot of places paying $650 a thousand, 600 a thousand, upwards of almost 700 a thousand. You know, why would you want to lay a block at 160 or 170 when you can just lay fucking 2.5 bricks? It's a lot easier to lay 2.5 bricks than it is a block, and especially pick and dip, obviously. But yeah, we're coming towards the end of the footage now. My camera running out of charge. With my phone, I don't have a dedicated camera yet. But my phone running out of charge, so we're on to the last couple of courses of pick and dip here. I moved the camera over. You know, a lot nicer angle here. I'm going to be working on the angles when I come to recording in future. Hopefully tomorrow. I think it's got a little bit of rain, but that shouldn't stop me. Rain's ideal for these bricks actually, so a little bit of rain, so I'll pack an extra hoodie, and hopefully I can get a good 500 or 600 down on my own. Obviously we're on the squint panel next. We're finishing this one off, the back side of this one, and then we've got the squint panel. Hopefully I can get a good 500 down on my own. That's not bad for a Friday 500. I've not got anything loaded because I loaded just the right amount of bricks out today, and I laid every one of them. I started this build at like 12:30 last week, and then I started again, continuing it at 1 o'clock today. Do like a 1 o'clock well, probably no, actually a 1:30 well, 5:30. So, you know, I spent a good 8 hours, I think, on this. Could call it a day already on this panel. So, hopefully get a nice solid day in on the other panel. Hopefully get it up, you know, at least 10 or 15 course, hopefully. The other squint panel, obviously the squint slows you down a bit with cutting, but yeah. So thanks a lot, guys, for watching. I emphasise to you guys, give it a like and a comment if you enjoyed, and, you know, subscribe if you're enjoying a lot of the videos. I'm bringing out, you know, daily content as always. It's a baseline from when I started, and I'm always going to, you know, keep up with daily content. I tend to pre-record a lot of my videos as well, so I'm sorry if I'm a little bit behind the times with the one I'm talking about at the time that you're watching. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next build video. Have a good weekend.